What's going on, world? DS1 Ross. And I'm back. Shout out to the Alliance. It's been a minute, y'all. It's been a minute. You know, took a little vacay with the family. It's summertime, so you got to do things with your children and have fun. Make sure they're enjoying certain things. You know, just make sure they're enjoying their summer. You know. So, what's going on with y'all, man? I just came back to talk to y'all for a little minute. Y'all know how that go. Tonight, we're going to talk about what's been going on lately in the conscious community, certain things we've been seeing. And we're going to talk about the contradictions that we see, you know. But first, before we get into the show, I want to definitely let y'all know that right now I have a contest going on. It's called the Cultural Learning Experience. The Cultural Learning Experience. And it's for middle age and high school children. And basically, me and my wife came up with this idea for the older children in the household, just for something for them to do to stay sharp during the summer. Because a lot of times children get caught up in having fun, and sometimes they're not ready to go back to school. So what we like to do is throughout the summer, throughout us having fun with our children and stuff like that, our oldest son, we definitely give him reinforcement. So he has to read, he has to write little reports and things like that. So we came up with a contest for other children, for all my viewers, all my supporters. You know, we giving out 4 gift cards, 4 online gift cards to Amazon.com. All you gotta do is just send me your email, and if your child is a winner, we'll send you the code for Amazon, and y'all could go and get what y'all want. School supplies, or just if you want to get them a gift for entering the contest. And the contest, each child must write a 3-paragraph essay. It's 3 paragraphs. A standard paragraph is 5 sentences or more. So make sure each paragraph is 5 sentences at least. So 3 paragraphs about their favorite pro-black movement or pro-black hero. And it could be anyone. You know, Even if it's a rapper, it could be anyone. We just want to get a sense of, you know, how children out there is viewing things, as far as being a melanated person. So we just want to stay in touch with the youth, because I make sure I do that. I just came back from New York City on a little vacation, and I was talking to the youth there, and a lot of them, they into a lot of the wrong things, but they headed in the right direction. They doing bad things with good intent. So what we want the younger children to do is start focusing on doing good things with good intent, you know, because not all the time you got to do bad to do good. And sometimes coming up in certain environments, you may feel like that, and that's why one reason me and my wife made a valuable decision to move out and to leave these hostile environments, because just the environment alone sometimes makes you feel like you have to make certain decisions you really don't have to make. So, like I said, the contest is 3 paragraphs, favorite pro-black hero or favorite pro-black movement. And it could be about anything, y'all. And we're gonna select 4 winners. It's gonna be 2 middle school students and 2 high school students. 2 middle school students and 2 high school students, and they'll have a chance to win um Amazon gift cards. And to enter your child, just email me dsalliance1 at gmail.com. That's dsalliance1 at gmail.com. Email me, send me your child's name and their grade and who they're gonna talk about. So when we get the essays, we know who's who. So like I said, email me dsalliance1 at gmail.com if y'all wanna enter y'all child into this contest, the cultural learning experience. And it's for middle school and high schoolers only. Only middle school and high schoolers, y'all. So thank y'all once again. Shout out to y'all. I see the people coming through. Shout out to y'all, family. You know, and we here. Shout out to Jalen. Shout out to Elm City. Shout out to Water Sniper. What's up, bro? Boss, what's up? Antagonizer, what it do? No doubt, T-Duck. But we here. Brother Rob, what's going on, brother? And tonight, man, we just gonna build on the conscious community contradictions. Because a lot of us, what we don't like to do is we don't like to self-check. And when I say self-check, I'm not just meaning individually, I mean our people. We don't like to check one another, you know? And I don't mean in a negative way. I mean in a way that can uplift each other. Because too many times we exhibit behavior that should be checked. And a lot of us like to check other people's behavior, but when somebody call you to the forefront, it's an issue. And it's too much of that going on in the conscious community. And it starts from the top and it goes to the bottom. See, what we got to understand is, us that's on this YouTube thing, we pretty much at the bottom of this whole thing. Really. It starts from the top. The contradictions and the fuckery and all of that, it starts from the top of the food chain. A lot of things that's fucked up in this conscious community is fucked up because of the gatekeepers and the orchestrators that shape and mold what we see that comes out of the conscious community. See, we have to understand that what we seeing now going on in the conscious community is something that's engineered. It's staged. It's not something that's naturally occurring. This is something that was going to happen. It was inevitable. So we got to understand why these contradictions exist. And it's good that we point them out. Some people say, oh, well, why are you talking about this? And, this is not important. We need to focus on building. Cool. And I understand that. And I agree. But see, when you building, you have to understand, what are you faced with? You see, nobody likes to focus on the challenges that we will be faced with as we're building things or as we want to build things. You see? And the people who are constantly exhibiting the contradictions, being that the people is accepting it, is what's fucking everything up. Because what we'll do is we'll constantly see a person do the same thing over and 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 over. And we'll still support that person. Like, for instance, Brother Polite is back in the community. Why is that? We'll still support that person. You see? Like, for instance, why is he back in the community? Back. Who allowed him back? See, that's a high level contradiction. Because for him to be accepted back in the community after pillaging the community, is somebody of great importance, somebody that everybody looks up to, somebody who everybody pays homage to, had to allow this crook back into a community that we said we was moving on from certain things. You see? And see, this type of behavior, once it's accepted, it trickles down to the bottom. And see, then we start seeing the low-level YouTubers like us, we're doing the same shit now. Because we watched Sonetta do it. We watched him allow this dude back into the community. And all these other people behind the scenes, they accepted him back. When he said, fuck Polite. Polite is a thief. He's a charlatan. He's fake. He's an agent. All these things were said. I'm on a path to do better. I fucked up, y'all. He apologized. He did all that shit. And then allowed the nigga back in the community. High level contradiction. High level. So now this is why you see other people doing the same shit and thinking that they could still move on from certain things. Thinking they could just move on, and it's like, oh well, I'm past that. But then they turn around and do it again. I'm past that, but then they turn around and do it again. See? And this is the problem that black people have. This is the problem that we have. We're walking contradictions, black folks. Because see, we'll sit here and what I'm about to say may ruffle a lot of y'all feathers, but I don't care. Y'all know that already. Because I'm going to speak what's on my heart and what's on my mind. Because one thing I understand is that once I decided to have children and decided to have a family, I had to make up certain things in my mind. And that's even being loving my people, because I love my people. I do. Do I consider myself to be pro-black? Yes, I do. Do I consider myself to be anti-white? No, I don't. I don't hate nobody. I'm not against anyone. I'm against anyone who tries to hurt me or my family. That's it. Those are the people who I hate. Those are the people who I'm against. Those people. And they could be blue, they could be green, purple, whatever fucking color they are. That's the type of pro-black I am. I'm practical. See, I used to be a pro-black radical. See, that's what a lot of y'all are. Y'all pro-black radicals. That's why y'all can't think rationally. You see? That's why y'all couldn't think rationally. And see, if y'all listen to what Polite was saying that night, this is what he was saying. That a lot of y'all pro-blacks are zealots. Because How the fuck I'm gonna teach my sons to hate somebody because they're white? My 11-year-old would tell me, but that don't make any sense because he thinks practical. You see? My 8-year-old would say that. Daddy, why do I have to hate him? See, that's when I had to wake up and get out of being a, a pro-black retard. See, I can't be retarded because then you start dumbing down your children. And that's why a lot of us is 45, 50, 60 years old, still living with our parents, talking about we goddamn gods, but they still living at home. They haven't built their own pyramids and built their own palaces. They still caught up on the rhetoric. You see? This is what I'm not gonna do. I will never teach my children to hate anyone, but defend yourself against anyone who try to harm you or your family. You see? Because Polite was allowed back in this community. And see, all he did was he hit us with the okie doke because he know a lot of us was pro-black retards. He understood that. That's why he was able to play the role as being pro-black. He played the role with y'all to get all y'all money. That's how he was able to gather the trust of the pro-black retards. And I'm not speaking on everybody, but if the shoe fit, wear it. So if you think you a pro-black retard, hey, it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? He knew how to win over the hearts of pro-black retards, just like politicians know how to win over the hearts of Democrats. You know, they go into church and pull out hot sauce and you know that type shit. You know, go to abortion clinics and tell black women, yeah, we need to all stick together because we women, and you know, they know what to do. They know how to be the wolf in sheep's clothing. And this is how he won over the minds and the hearts of the people and their money. Now he could come back in the community and say, yeah, y'all retarded. Because that's what he was saying. All you niggas is retarded. That's why y'all broke. That's what he was saying. That's what he was saying. And he was being practical. I understood what he was saying. Because see, what I know how to do is I know how to separate practicality from emotion. I know how to listen to what he's saying without taking it personal. And see, what he was saying was he wasn't going to allow being pro-black for him to be a failure. He wasn't going to allow that. He wasn't going to allow his hatred or his so-called hatred for somebody sell himself short in life. And see, that's the type of shit I started to think about. So am I going to always tell my sons, well, your mom and your dad ain't amount to shit because of the white man. So when we die, you're going to be broke and all you're going to do is inherit debt because of the white man. I'm not doing that. Shit sounds ridiculous to me. There's no fucking way I'm going to teach that. There's no way. There's no way. And you know why? Because my parents didn't tell me that. And my parents work hard their whole life. My parents still work. And they understand all this shit. My mother grew up a Muslim. My father grew up in the South, deep down in the backwoods of Georgia. So he understand. But he didn't never say, son, I can't buy you this coat this week because I don't want to go work for no white man, because the white man is the devil. See, we have to start being practical, black people, because the Indian man not going to tell his children why he not providing, and he has to deal with white supremacy too. So why the fuck do we have to make excuses for our children? Yes, we let them know what they're faced with. They must know what they're faced with. But everyone is faced with obstacles in life. But should that be an excuse why we don't amount to nothing? Why we don't have anything for them? Why they don't experience happiness? Because I'm not going to tell my children, oh, Walt Disney comes from this and that, so we can't go to Disney World. And now I understand certain shit about the Waltons, how they're Illuminati family, Walt Disney, and the Mickey Mouse Club and all that pedophile rings. And I understand certain shit about certain things dealing with cartoons and all that type of shit. But am I going to use that to tell my children, I can't do that for you? What's more important, that or seeing my children smile? You see? Because regardless of understanding all these things, family, we still got to live fucking life. And I think a lot of us is losing sight of that we still have to live life. We can't let this rhetoric hold us back from living life. You only live once. You only a goddamn parent once. Once you die, you gone. So what type of memories do you want to have for your children? Do you want them to remember you as just some book reading nigga? Not to trust nothing, not to love nothing, not to do nothing? Is that how you want your children to remember you? Are we thinking about that? You see? Because that's why Sonetta gonna always fuck with Polite. Because when he fuck with Polite, he know he get a bag. He know he could take his wife on vacation. He know he could buy all his kids the new Jordans and iPads and iPhones and all that shit they like. Yeah, that's why they fuck with Polite. And see, Polite know that. When Polite come around, niggas' bills get paid. You niggas better wake up and understand why the contradictions exist. See, they talk that pro-black shit for you retards. But they gonna go get that bag. They're gonna go get that bag. See? See, Jay just told you on his new album, you still a nigga. He understands that. But is he gonna let that stop him from going out in the world and getting shit for Blue Ivy? No. You heard Kanye. You still a nigga in the coop. But is that gonna stop him from trying to reach certain heights so his children can inherit certain levels of wealth? No. Because it's not supposed to. You see? It's not supposed to, man. You see? It's not supposed to. See, we supposed to be fighting this shit. So when our children grow up, it's easier for them. See, we want our children to inherit wealth, to inherit businesses. They don't work for nobody. They working for themselves. But see, we think because we see white people doing it, that they do it because of white supremacy. No, they do it because they work their ass off too. Because there's a lot of poor white people who've gotten rich. There's a lot of poor Chinese people who've gotten rich. You think these Chinese motherfuckers who come and build Chinese restaurants in our neighborhoods, you think they come from something rich? No. They come off the goddamn slave boats too. And what they do, they work. They don't sit around and blame white supremacy. And then they let their kids come in there and work and learn the system. Watch the Arabs. I watched them my whole life. They children start working in the store 8 years old. He's sweeping the store before the store closed. He 8 years old. I just came back from my hood. The youngest little Arab boy in there. His name is Khaled, like DJ Khaled. He 11 now. First time I met him, he was about 4. He 11 now. You know what he do? He clean up the store. And at night, he worked the cash register at night. He's 11. And you think they don't have to deal with white supremacy? They do. But that's no excuse. And see, we using that as a crutch. We using that shit as a roadblock. And we got to stop doing that, y'all. We got to stop doing that. Because, see, y'all think Sarnetta getting pro-black money. He not. Sarnetta ain't getting pro-black money. Polite ain't getting pro-black money no more. That's why he could come back and talk shit to y'all. Because he don't need y'all money no more. See? And Sarnetta gonna follow along. Because Sarnetta want that bag, man. Because see, Sarnetta's at a certain age now when he realized talking that pro-black shit for 30, 40 years got him nothing. He's still living in Harlem. He's still living in Harlem. Polite in goddamn California. In the hills. This nigga's still in Harlem. Talking that pro-black shit. See, he know what it is. But he gonna come back to the viewership because he's still getting his YouTube money. He gonna come back to the viewers and talk that pro-black shit. But behind closed doors, he getting that sponsorship money. You know, that's why he got a debate going. And you know who put that chicken up? Polite. You see? Y'all gotta wake up, man. But y'all tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep Live, by the way. Y'all definitely tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep Live. So y'all gotta understand what's going on, man. Stop being sheep. But if you like being a sheep, stay sleep. Shout out to all the viewers. Good looking on coming through. It's my first show back in a minute. You know, in about a month, a little bit longer. But see, like I said, the contradictions start from the top and it trickles down to us. Now, I'm going to get on myself for a minute because I don't mind talking about the shit I say and the shit I do. You know, even if I feel bad about it, at the end of the day, I know I got a lot of growing to do, and I know I'm willing to do it. See, I'm willing to go through the process. That's what I'm willing to do. And what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to contradict myself. So I've said certain shit in the past, cursed a couple females out. You know, I ain't going to sit here and lie like I didn't, because I did. You know, do I regret it? Nah, I don't regret it. Was I wrong for it? Yeah, I was. Will I do it again? I doubt it. Because now I understand what this shit is about. See, this shit is not about saying sorry. Because the moment you apologize, a motherfucker will piss you off just to see if you'll say it again. See, do y'all notice that? When you want peace, when you want to be left alone, motherfuckers come for you. They come through their troll accounts and they come for you. Because this whole conscious community is a big contradiction. This all I love my people shit is a contradiction to most of these motherfuckers. Because to most of these people, you're not their people. It's just cliche shit to say. If you meet half these people in the conscious community environment, half these motherfuckers will see you and be scared to speak to you. How many of them do you think that you know done talk shit to you when they see you in person, I actually walk up to you and introduce themselves? Ask yourselves that. And you know why they wouldn't do it? Because they know they fake. You see? They know. They know what it's all about. You see what I'm saying? You see? It's a troll in the chat right now. And I know who the person is. You see, just as I just said, they come through their troll accounts. A troll account is here. Don't block them. My mods, don't block the troll. Let the troll talk, because I know who it is. And the person is saying, it includes me too. I'm talking about myself, fool. You see? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I'm willing to accept what I've done. You see? But people are never going to let you live it down because they're fake. They're here for the bullshit. And that's the contradiction. Because the gatekeeper of the conscious community, Sonetta, he told us he was moving on. No more beefing. No more of the adversarial videos. But he brought it back. The debates are back. And this is why you niggas on the lower level do the same contradictory bullshit. Because y'all ain't here to build nothing. See, youth. That's who I'm here to talk to. And that's why I expose shit like this. Because see, shit like this is the reason why the young dudes that's on the corners, because a couple of them I know listen to my shows. Because when I went back home, a lot of people showed me love. And they told me they be listening. But you know why they don't really get down with certain shit? Because they know a lot of shit is bullshit. And they always tell me this. Big bro, I ain't fucking with that shit, man. I fuck with you, but I ain't fucking with them niggas, man. They always tell me that. You see? So y'all gotta understand why the contradictions even exist. They exist because the dudes at the top. Because see, if the people at the top left no room for contradictions, us at the bottom wouldn't be dealing with this. And see, that's what we don't want to look at. If Sonetta wasn't doing none of that bullshit, we wouldn't be doing it. because everybody follow his lead, because everybody want to be him. You see? So if it didn't start with him, it wouldn't have trickled down. You see? So understand where these contradictions lie and where they come from. Exactly. But you coming in here on a troll account when I already know who you are. Show your dreads. You know what I'm saying? You embarrassed to come. You embarrassed to show your face because you a walking fucking contradiction. And ain't nobody going no hiatus. Check the videos. I showed the streets that I walked down. A hiatus for what? See, that's a pro-black retard right there. That's one of these people who's following the idiots. You know, that's trying to get a YouTube check. That's all y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to get a YouTube check. You see what I'm saying? They won't hit the link either. I guarantee you that. If I was to put the link out there, they'd come on here and stop the stream. You see? But then that same person who I know that's behind that troll account be on live streams talking about people hating on them. Walking contradictions. Walking. Oh, y'all hating. Y'all hating. Nigga, you always hating. But then you come in here trolling, talking some stupid shit. You see what I'm saying? That's the shit that I'm talking about. That's the shit that I'm talking about. And this is why people don't take black people serious, man. This is why. You know? This is why we're not taken serious. Nowhere in the world. Because we don't take each other serious, man. We sit here and just want to play these little fucking games all day. When you could just come and get your issue. You can address me. You know, I don't have no problem with that. You know? I don't have no problem with that. But see, you won't address me because you're afraid. That's why you coming under a troll account. You probably the same person who say you don't troll people, right? Ah, people be mad, man. Sheep stay sleep though. Shout out to y'all, family. You know? See, Polite got a lot of y'all pro-black retards. He got a lot of y'all upset. Cause see, he telling y'all that y'all stupid to keep running with this rhetoric and y'all gonna stay broke running with this rhetoric. Because when you start talking to certain people about certain things, they think it's connected to certain races of people. You see, this is why black people don't want to get into mass distribution, warehousing, because we think only Chinese people do that. We don't really want to deal with credit and all that type of stuff because we in trust funds and all that. Because when black people talk about it, it's a scam. And only white people can do it the right way. See, we done let this rhetoric make us retarded. We done become retards with this shit. You see? And I'm gonna change the name of this too. Pro-black retards. I'm gonna change the name of the show. Shout out to my man Uncle Suge too, cause he you know he be doing that in the middle of the stream. Shout out to my man. I'm gonna change this to pro-black retards. You know, because that's the problem. We let this shit made us retarded. We let our history and what we were in antiquity dumb us down into niggas now. I remember this was about 10 years ago when they was selling the DVDs on the street real heavy. I forgot, but one of the brothers, he had a double lecture DVD. It was called From the Pyramids to the Projects. How did we allow ourselves to come from pyramids and get to the projects? How did we become so dumbed down? How? See, we don't want to talk about that process, because when we start talking about that process, the first thing we want to say is, "Oh, the white man did it because it's his educational system." That's the first thing we say. But nobody stops and think, how, what do we teach our children? What do we allow our children to see on a daily basis? Who's our children around? See, you think your children is just learning in school, but they learning from you at home. So if you's a hateful motherfucker, they're gonna learn to be hateful. See, if you's a piece of shit, they're gonna learn how to be a piece of shit. And guess what? The white man ain't teach them that, motherfucker. You did. You did that, not the white man. Because he watched you. You see? He watched you not know how to properly problem solve. He watched you hold resentment for his mother. He watched that. He learned that from you, not the white man, nigga. They didn't teach him how to be a piece of shit to his people. He learned that from his household, nigga. But we don't want to talk about that. We want to be retarded and just say, "Oh, my son don't listen to me because he watch cartoons, and in the cartoons, they teach you to be rebellious." No, maybe your motherfucking son don't listen to you because you spoiled this little ass and ain't give him no discipline. And they never teach him something about boundaries and teach him something about respecting household authority. How about that? Did you ever think about that? That's why he 14, 15, and he don't live with your ass, and he don't want to live with you because you don't know how to relate to him. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about you being a piece of shit ass parent, but you telling him it's not me, it's the white man, and he goddamn well knows you. She goddamn well knows you. You banging in his head, "Oh, I'm doing this to you, son. I'm doing this to you, daughter, because of the white man. The white man taught me to beat on you. The white man taught me to molest you." Get the fuck out of here. So because black people was being raped in slavery, now there's black rapists in the street? Really? So post-traumatic slavery disorder creates rapists and pedophiles. So because of post-traumatic slavery disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder is why we have Dr. Yorks, Africa Bambatas, and now R. Kelly. So because we was raped in slavery, now R. Kelly has a sex ring. That's why he likes to have sex with little girls. That's why. That's what you pro-black retards is telling me. And I'm supposed to tell my sons that? Son, if you ever grow up and want to rape a girl, it's okay because you could just say, well, my ancestors was raped. So I just have the urge to rape people. You think that's gonna motherfucking fly in my house? Ain't no retards in my house, y'all. Ain't no retards in my house, y'all. You see? We not going for that in my house, y'all. That don't fly in my house, y'all. Not in my house. You see what I'm saying? Now a nigga want to be Tommy Sotomayor. You, you see you see these idiots? Because I'm telling my people, we need to think practical because our children are not growing up in this paradigm. This how you know when you're dealing with a pro-black retard and a motherfucker who's really not conscious. Because if we really was aware, we would be aware that the children that were born after the year 2000, they're born in a new paradigm. So they're growing up not thinking about color, not thinking about gender. You niggas better wake up, but y'all conscious though. This is why you got young girls saying they lesbians, but we blaming white supremacy. But this is a new mental paradigm. It's a paradigm shift. You smart niggas. Y'all smart, conscious niggas, right? Don't you know the children that's being born, they not seeing each other like that. That's why there's more interracial couples. Not because of white supremacy. Now, will I say they may create certain marketing strategies to push that? Yeah, I can agree to that. But will I say that's the whole reason why there's more black men with white women and white women with black men? Hell no. Hell no. It's because the children that are being born are not looking at each other like that. They're not saying, I don't want to play with him because he's a black boy. You see? The black boy and the white boy is running around playing with each other, calling each other niggas. You niggas better wake up. See? This is why. It's a paradigm shift. You see? The gender lines are being crossed. There's no more discrimination with the youth. You see? Pay attention to the youth. This is what all our leaders said, right? All you pro-black niggas, right? They told y'all to pay attention to the youth. You niggas don't do that. Because if y'all did, y'all understand that it's a paradigm shift right now. This is why the youth in the inner cities are together. Unisex gangs. You got girls running around with boys doing the same stuff. You got gay boys with straight boys doing shit. Don't mean they doing sexual stuff together, but that's they homie. And he gay. And he hang out with their homegirls too. Because they don't care about that shit. See, it's time for us to really wake up for our children. See, we don't need to just wake up for ourselves. See, whenever we talk about waking up, the first thing a nigga think about is some money. Oh, we need to wake up to get some money. No, you need to wake up for your motherfucking children so you can understand what they faced with and what they dealing with. So you can know how to properly relate to them. So you can give them real solutions and give them real guidance and not give them bullshit rhetoric they could get killed with. You see? See, that's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to get out here and fool these young boys. That's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to lie. Huh. Who teaching niggas integration? Stupid. Who teaching that? Nobody teaching integration, fool. I'm teaching reality. My children understands everything about black love because they live with it. They see it. They understand it. Ain't nobody around them in an interracial marriage. But that don't mean that my son may go to high school and his high school sweetheart may be a white girl. So that mean my son don't love himself no more because he like a white girl? That's what you pro-black retards are telling me? That's what you telling me, Shaka Zulu? That if your son or your daughter finds a white person attractive, that they don't love themselves? I hope you're not a parent, Shaka Zulu. I hope you one of them pro-black retards that's 45 with no children. Because if you teaching your child that, you more dangerous, you're more harmful to your child than the system is. With that rhetoric. Because then what you telling your child is ignore what you like. How I'm gonna tell my son to ignore what he like? Shut down his feelings. Shut down his attraction. How I'm gonna do that? And then say, son, I love you. See, that's not black love, idiot. See, black love is something that can't be broken. It's something that is really unspoken. You know what black love is? Black love is when you see guys like George Lucas, who's married to a black woman, and he altered a movie because his wife didn't like the way a character was portrayed, because who the character represented. Black love is when you got Jay-Z, who majority of his business partners are Caucasian, and he'll tell you, see, black love is when Jay-Z could go and cheat on Beyonce with a white woman, and she flipped it on y'all for y'all pro-black retards, and y'all thought she was gonna break up with him, she was gonna shit on him, and they still together. See, that's black love. That's black love, Shaka Zulu. That's black love. See, that's black love. So when you speak on black love, understand what you're talking about. See, black love is when two parents is on drugs, and the way they go make money and feed their kid is by going and picking up motherfucking cans together. That's black love. See, y'all don't understand what black love is because it's unconditional. See, black people love each other based on conditions. If you piss me off, I'ma doubt your love. That's how we deal with each other. Based on conditions and terms. That's what black love is now. It's watered down. See? You see? And that's why we can't look at things in a realistic perspective and present it to our children. And then you wonder why our children are dysfunctional and running to the streets because they running from you crazy motherfuckers in the house, which are your parents. You pro-black retards. They running the fuck away from you, unrealistic motherfuckers. And they running out to the streets because they want to get away from your crazy religious ass. Because black power has become a religion. Huh? You didn't know that, right? Black power is a religion. See? This is why when you spit out hate speech, you can be considered a terrorist. Wake up, you niggas. Wake up. This is why. Ain't nobody preaching integration. I'm preaching reality. Reality. That's what our children need, not rhetoric. Not rhetoric. See? We don't want to live in reality no more. And you know why we don't want to live in reality no more? Because it's hard for a lot of us. And see, instead of us saying it's hard for us, let's really figure this shit out. It's hard for us. We want to keep using the white man as the scapegoat. I can't blame the white man why the fuck I'm in the dark. I can't tell my kids that. My wife won't tell my kids that. Well, boys, we're in the dark because of the white man. The white man turned our lights off because the white man didn't give us what we needed to pay our light bill. Do you hear that? That's retarded. Well, I never built a business because of the white man. We can't do this. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? How can I bring that to my children and accept them to digest that? And see, we have to understand this too. And I'm speaking to the men right now, the pro-black retarded men. If you tell your children this, mainly your sons, the average boy who's practical, that got genuine love for their dad, they will begin to look at you different. Because, see, a lot of children hold resentment against their parents. They don't say shit. So don't be surprised If later on in life your son don't tell you, Dad, I think you weak, man. I love you, but I think you're getting soft because you always told me never to make excuses. But now you giving me excuses. And that's how our youth look at that shit today. When we tell them that white man shit. Nigga, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm trying to get to this bag. That's what the young boys is talking about. That's what the young girls is talking about. And they don't want to hear it's because the white man, you can't get to that bag. You see? And see, when we talk this type of talk, we coons. We coons. Now I'm a coon because I don't want to give my children excuses and tell them to live with it. You see? That's what we can't do. We got to give them the history. I agree with all that. We got to give them the history. They got to know. But now, how do you implement what you know and turn it into something? Or are you going to let the things that you know hinder you? See, that's what we got to start questioning ourselves, Black people. Are we going to let the information that we found out about this world, about this system, all of the wicked shit that we know, are we going to let those things hinder us and say, it's because of all of this why Black people won't do nothing? Are we going to continue to do that? Or are we going to say, we're tired of all of this shit. This is why we're going to start doing this. We have to make that decision. We can't wait because it seemed like Black people are waiting from an executive call from the white man to say, okay, you niggas, you can go get businesses now. Okay, you niggas, you could go buy land now. Okay, you niggas, you can start cooperating with each other now. It's like that's what we're waiting for. Because we can't get it together in this conscious community. It's like we waiting for somebody to tell us. Why are we waiting for somebody to tell us? And who we waiting for? Who we waiting for? See? Who we waiting for? See, we stuck on the knowledge part. See, we still stuck at, and this is why I say us on this YouTube, in the YouTube conscious community, we're at the bottom because we call on knowledge. We stuck on the knowledge. We didn't really get to the second level. We didn't get to number 2 yet. We didn't get to the wisdom part, the application of knowledge. You see, once we start applying what we know from the history, then we should know that we need to be more cooperative. Then we should know this. Then we should know we need to stop trying to ostracize certain people because certain people are being ostracized in the YouTube world, in this YouTube conscious community. They want certain people to shut the fuck up. Only certain voices could be at the forefront of this. You see? And see, I notice. This is why Shaka Zulu appears. Because they want certain motherfuckers to shut up. Certain people who are bringing a realistic perspective to consciousness. See? See, y'all motherfuckers want to question polite, but y'all ain't questioning the motherfucker who brought him back. Pro-black retards. Y'all not questioning the motherfucker who allowed him to come back. Y'all want to question him. Why y'all questioning him? Why y'all questioning him? He was allowed back. He was allowed to come back. See? Because y'all don't want to focus on Sonetta being a contradicting motherfucker. Y'all don't want to focus on that because that's the truth. He's the one from the top on why it's fucked up where we are. Because we let him get away with that shit. We keep supporting that. When he brought Polite back on the live stream, why was all you motherfuckers over there? If y'all know Polite is a scam artist, because y'all still want to hear what this scammer has to say. And this is why the name of my stream is Sheep Stay Sleep. Because you niggas is sheep. Y'all talked all that shit about Polite, but y'all went over there to listen to the motherfucker. Now, did y'all go over there to listen to him? Or did y'all go over there to search for content to have something to talk about on your channel? Because if y'all did that, y'all just leeches. And y'all sucking from Polite. And Polite knows this. This is why he uses Sonetta's platform. And if you listen to him, that's what he was telling y'all. Y'all need to follow what the fuck I'm doing. That's what he was saying. If you niggas was smart. See? See, he told y'all to follow him with the new covenant shit, with the scam shit. Now he telling y'all to follow him with the real shit. But see, he know y'all not gonna follow him with the real shit. That's why he could get up there and talk to y'all, and all y'all looking at him as is a nigga who sold out. Nigga, he sold out when he robbed you niggas. He ain't sell out when he went to go do business with other people. How is that selling out? So if you a person that's into international business, where you sit at the table for motherfuckers from all around the world and do business with them, you a sellout because you do international business? No, you a sellout when you harm your people. See, what he did was he robbed us so he could go do business with other motherfuckers. He doing business with y'all pro-black retard niggas' money. That's what he doing. He doing business with y'all niggas' bread. That's why y'all got so much questions for him, because y'all know y'all was donating to the scam, and now he doing business with other motherfuckers except y'all. Why would somebody do business with a motherfucker who would just give them their money? Why am I do business with you? I could just convince you to give me your money. See? Niggas better wake up, man. Niggas better wake up. And y'all went and ran y'all ass right over there. He knew y'all was gonna come. Because it said Black News 102, Sonetta Studios. You sheep ran right over to the Shepherds. Ran right over there. Ran right over there to the Black Power pastors. Y'all talk about the church, though. What about that black power pastor pimp, Sonetta? He wear Maury's, Gators, Minks. But then y'all talk about the church and how the church rob people. The fucking conscious community is a church. Wake the fuck up, niggas. This is a church. Because all you niggas believe in something, y'all don't know shit. Because y'all believe that these motherfuckers love y'all. Y'all believe that. Y'all still don't know that after the motherfucker done robbed the whole community. He came back. The round robbing you niggas again. So y'all don't know shit. Y'all believe. But y'all talk about Christianity. Oh, man. Contradictions. See, this is why I say, heal before we build. And the only way we gonna heal if we be real. Only way we gonna heal if we gonna be real. And a lot of you fake motherfuckers gonna have to admit that y'all just fake. You know, y'all want to do better. You feel me? Look, I know I've been a fake motherfucker. I want to do better now. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker reach out to you and want to apologize to you, reach back. Because if you don't reach back, that shows that you with the bullshit. So don't try to get up on your platform and say you with peace. But when the motherfucker reached out to you for peace, you objected. You was against it. You see? Just like Sonetta went against what he said. When he said he wasn't fucking with Polite. When he admitted that he was down with Polite and knew that Polite was robbing niggas. He went against all that shit right in front of you niggas. And y'all ain't question Sonetta. But you niggas are troll my motherfucking chat and come and ask me that shit. You niggas got some nerve, man. Y'all got some real motherfucking nerve. See? Y'all scared to question Sonetta. Because y'all want to sit on that little black couch one day, don't y'all? Y'all dream to sit on that little black couch that smell like a bunch of men. Y'all would love to sit on that couch, wouldn't y'all? That's why you niggas won't question him. Why the fuck you brought Polite back? That's what was supposed to be in the chat room. You contradicting yourself, Si. We ain't fucking with you no more. But none of you niggas said that shit. None of you niggas really saw or paid attention to what y'all was looking at. That's sad. Y'all really didn't see what y'all was looking at. Damn, they got y'all. They know y'all sheep. They know. They know. The nigga brought Polite back right in front of you niggas. God damn. After him making plenty of videos out in Polite, saying how Polite robbed the community, Polite even scammed and robbed him and shitted on him. And he brought the motherfucker back right in front of you niggas, and you niggas gonna come and troll my chat, trying to check me. Y'all niggas is crazy, man. Wow. Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And I'm glad y'all tuned in. Good night, Living Soul Journey. Good looking for coming through. Shout out to John Doe. Shout out to Ty Brown. Jalen, what's up, man? Zeus Flippy, what's going on, brother? Shout out to my girl, Sonia. Boss, what it do, brother? Doug, what's up? Sir Hibbler. Brother Rob, you already know. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. But I can't believe this shit, though. Y'all really allowed this man to bring the goddamn thief for the community back right in front of you people, man. And y'all said nothing. Y'all said nothing, man. Y'all said nothing. So, in the next couple years, man, you know, when y'all see that this shit won't exist no more, y'all should know why. That's a fact. That's a fact, boss. Peace to 118. Peace to everybody who just came in the chat. But when are we going to stop with the contradictions? When are we going to practice what we preach? Live in our truth. See, that's what living in our truth is. Exactly, brother Mercy Al. But call the church stupid for bringing back Eddie Long. Right. But he brought back Malachi Z. York's son. See, y'all forgot he said Malachi York was his father. Brought this motherfucker back around. When are we going to stop accepting the contradictions? Walking our truths. We fuck up, we do something wrong, apologize and move on. Apologize and move on, man. See? Hurt people hurt people. That's a fact. And scammers scam people too, bro. Remember that. He ain't scamming motherfuckers because he hurt. He's scamming motherfuckers because he a scammer. Know what I'm saying? So, like I said, family, let's start walking in our own truth, man. Let's stop trying to live like other people. See, that's another thing. And people getting caught up with this pro-black rhetoric. We trying to live like other people. See, once you step back and take a look at your life and what you got to deal with, then you'll start to realize what's real and what's not. See? And a lot of these pro-black retards on YouTube, they ain't doing shit with their life. So they want to keep this rhetoric going because they feel like they're important when they speak the bullshit. Because they don't got nothing else important going on. Like raising a family. A lot of these pro-black zealots don't even have children. They don't have significant others. You see? That means something. Because see, if you had a family to take care of, your family can't eat that bullshit. They can't eat them history books, nigga. They can't eat that Moorish paperwork. They can't eat no pyramid. They can't eat no Ankh. See? How you gonna turn all that information into food? It's brain food, but your body need food too. And that's what the pro-black niggas ain't figured out yet how to turn this conscious information into something that's gonna work for us. See? And see, no matter how much I talk shit about Polite, you niggas want to be him. That's why y'all listen to him. Because y'all want to figure out what the fuck he did and try and do it. And all he did was scam you niggas. So, shout out to everybody for coming through tonight, man. Y'all comment in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Press the number 1 if y'all want the link. You know what I'm saying? If I got y'all in the hangouts or whatever, I drop the link in the hangout in case people want to come on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna send a link out to a few people real quick. See if some people want to come on, chop it up about this. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Good looking on the love, hitting that like button. You know, Sheep Stay Sleep TV is back in full effect. You know, the Alliance is back in full effect. You know, y'all can stay tuned for new videos coming. You know, shout out to my Guillotine boys. You know, we here, man. We back and we working. You know, good looking on the love, of course. Make sure y'all sign y'all children up too to that cultural learning experience. Check the video out. It's on my channel. I talked about it earlier in the show. Y'all could just check the video out on my channel. Just sending some links out right now, fam. No doubt, John Doe. Good looking, bro. No doubt, Megalodon. Salute, bro. Salute. Oh, yeah, I got you, bro. I got you right now, Rob. Through the email, bro. I got somebody on deck.
What's up, boy?
Peace.
I'm
Guillotine boys on deck.
GB.
You all ready?
What's going on? Everybody in the chat that came through. What's up? Yeah, bro, I had to chop it in real quick, man. It's always contradictions. People only want shit to fit their narrative and what they trying to do. You know what I'm saying? People only talk about shit, you know what I'm saying, that they ain't into. You know what I'm saying? But when it got something to do with them, they all the way in.
Right. Exactly.
You know? So I mean, like I said, I ain't part of no conscious community. You know what I'm saying? I'm a part of the black community. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that extra shit. You know?
Well, would you consider yourself part of the conscious YouTube community?
No, you know what I'm saying? I just come through and you know what I'm saying? If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I just come through and that's that. I come through support and that's that.
No doubt, no
No
doubt.
doubt, no doubt. You know what I'm saying?
So what you
You know.
think about
Think about
this nigga
this nigga
Sonetta,
Sonetta,
allowing
allowing
polite to come
polite
back
to come
around?
back around. Like I said, people they only down with shit, you know what I'm saying, that go with their narrative. You see everybody talking shit to polite, but they ain't asking, you know, they ain't asking that boy Megatron, you know what I'm saying, why he let him through. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, everybody pick and choose who they fuck with, you know. Right is right, wrong is wrong, that only pertain to certain people.
Right.
Right. You know, preaching all that hate. See, this is how I feel about, the whole situation. We want to talk black and white. Okay, let's go. Now, all that preaching hate shit, I mean, I understand and I know I'm a black man. Off top, I don't even have to question myself on that. I know I'm a black man. And I know it's a lot of things that us as black men go through. Black people, period, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, let's keep it real. I mean, we preaching all that hate. See, we already got white supremacists. We already got them afraid. And we don't even know it. And I say that because, you know, they do shit and hide behind garbage cans. You know what I'm saying? And we end up having to pick the slack up as black folks. We end up having to pick the slack up. That's going on for years. You know what I'm saying? All them KKK and Aryan, or all them hate groups and shit, they know where to keep that shit. They talk that shit in their basements. They talk that shit in disclosed locations. They ain't coming to no neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying, no projects talking that shit. Cause they already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I call them the scary spice mafia. Because when they do catch us, they gotta catch us slipping. Other than that, they claim they so big, they claim they this, that, and the third. Why ain't y'all came and seen us yet? Y'all gotta catch us one by one. Why ain't y'all came and seen us as a whole yet? What's the problem? I mean, we've been waiting. You know what I'm saying? So they know, that shit that they be talking, that shit only go so far. You know what I'm saying? But far as, that hating, man, come on, man. Every day, part of your day and part of your life, if you got something going on for yourself or you step out the door, you dealing with white people. You got to deal with white people with business. You got to deal with white people, period. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that can really go on if the so-called, we know that a lot of these motherfuckers is devils. But guess what? Bro, do you know how much shit they can really do if they wanted to, bro? You know
Good
what I'm
point.
saying, bro? Bro, just imagine, bro. Wonder if some shit like this, what I'm about to say, really happened. And I want everybody to listen to this. Wonder if us black folks woke up tomorrow morning and it was breaking news. All black people are fired from their jobs. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck would happen then? You know, they could come, they could really, do some real shit if they wanted to. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta understand some of the motherfuckers, they hate us. They don't say the shit to us. They saying the shit, like I said, in their basement, at the bar or out in their farmlands. They ain't coming to see us talking that crazy shit because they already know what time it is. They ain't tough enough. That's why a lot of them is in politics. They in the White House. They in different, the armed forces and shit. They had to do that. And it still ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? So the motherfuckers, they know how far, to take that shit that they be talking. They already know we ain't having it.
That's a good point,
That's a
bro.
good point, bro. You know
I,
what I'm
I,
saying? You hate the white man, but if your daughter or son gets sick tonight, right now, you get a phone call. Something didn't happen to your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your homie that you knew, your homegirl that you know, and you go to the hospital. You want them to live. Oh, so you hate the white man that bad? Oh, you ain't gonna go see about your people? You ain't gonna let the white man, you know, try to bring your family and loved ones back to life because he white? These motherfuckers be talking that bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? Preaching all that hate. Well, if y'all motherfuckers so tough, well, since everybody want to call out challenges, see, certain motherfuckers talk that bullshit. Put your camera on, you so tough. Show us live or you walking the streets, going around, beating up these same motherfuckers you be talking this shit about on this YouTube. Let's see how tough you is then. You know what I'm saying? That preaching hate shit, that shit ain't gonna pay your bills. Then you got certain motherfuckers sitting up talking shit, telling people, telling the black man and woman, they they dumb for working for the white man. How the fuck you paying your bills? Because when the rent man come or it's time to pay that mortgage, you think that red, black, and green shit is gonna pay your mortgage for the next month and the month after that? You think that's gonna pay for your lights and shit to stay on? You gotta really look at shit. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Real shit, bro. Real shit. And see, the reason why I'm talking about this too, man, is because I used to be one of them pro-black retards until, like I said, until I had my children, until I decided to grow up and be a man and have a family. And I realized that, like I said, my son can't eat that rhetoric. He could understand it and know all about it, understand the facts and everything. But at the end of the day, nigga, you still gonna have to eat. You still gonna have to clothe yourself. You still gonna have to in life find a way to make it regardless. And that's what we need to teach our children, ways on how to make it regardless, because that's what's real. All of the other shit we know is true. But besides that, we still gonna have to make it, man. Shout out to you, brother Rob. It's on you, bro.
Yeah, peace to the brethren tonight, man. Peace to everybody in the
In the
chat.
chat.
Um,
All is well.
yeah, man, all is well, good brother. Man, I'm out here in the rain, man. I'm caught in the rain. I don't want to take my laptop through the rain, so I'm out here in the garage chilling. And man, I seen that you was on, man. So it's just good to man see that you're back on the platform. And man, you know, peace to your family. It looked like you enjoyed yourself on your vacay, you know. But you know, on the subject tonight, um, you know, in dealing with the youth, you know, I'm a dean of students at a alternative school downtown, and you know it's strategically placed downtown because of gang affiliations and all of this across the city of Chicago. You know, it would be difficult for us to have an alternative school, like, you know, literally in the hood, because you know you might have ops that you gotta, you know, catch the bus pass every day to get to school. So you know what I'm saying? We paying a really high price to have the school downtown. And but I bring that point up to say this though, even downtown, in the midst of all of these people making multi-million dollars in front of these kids' face, right? Me trying to tell them to value a education over the money that they can get in the street. You can understand how very difficult that conversation is, you know. And so you know, just to just bring it home and make it practical, right? You know, we must put some and I'm speaking to anybody that can make a difference, you know, wherever you at in life, you know what I'm saying? Like Frederick Douglass say, you know, cast down your buckets wherever you at, you know what I'm saying? um, um, what we got to try to do is work together. You know, unity is so important. So when toxic people doing, you know, what toxic people do, scamming people, lying, you know, keeping up commotion within the family, you know, those are people that we really have to filter out and you know, and be really grounded in what we trying to do as a community. I mean, I love speaking about truth. That's why, like, every time you on DS, man, I'm a tune in, brother, because me and you know what I'm saying. I just feel what you be saying. The topics they get me fired up, you know, sitting here listening. But I don't have the ability to think outside of we can overcome this. I can't transmit that. You know what I'm saying? I can't transmit that at any second in a given day. You know what I mean? I had, you know, I ain't gonna sit here and I mean it hurt, bro. It hurt. I lost 4 students this school year. Talking to them in the afternoon, like, hey, make good decisions. Later on, you know, we lost them. You see? And so these are things that I have to deal with. I ain't gonna come over on here on YouTube and tell people about, you know, the way I feel about, you know, whatever anybody else doing that can't help the immediate situation that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? So to hear people talk about the serious problems that we face and try to provide some solutions, and don't be talking something that probably isn't beneficial to us right now, you know, as a priority for our immediate situation. That's why I really love the way that you bring the content, you know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping that people out there hear it the way that I hear it, you know what I'm saying? It certainly impact me and give me perspective, you know what I'm saying? And I have my little dudes that you know, that's willing to listen to me. You know, I had them listen to your shows, and I say, man, this is how men talk. You know what I mean? Even when we addressing something that might be a little sticky, you know what I'm saying, in terms of how we gotta address it. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing them, look, You know what I'm saying? The man said that he was wrong and he apologized. Do you see that? You know what I'm saying? And he got viewers at stake. You know what I'm saying? He got his reputation at stake. Do you see? You see, so I can get him real life examples of real men, you know, and how they handle themselves even in difficult terms. You see what I'm saying? I use your beef back in the past, you know what I'm saying? My fault for not letting you know before I said it out loud on YouTube. But I use that beef to show people how, you know what I'm saying, it could come to an end just by talking and not shooting each other. You see? Not you know, let's talk about it instead of fighting on State Street. You see? You see? So you know, conversations like this, they valuable. And you know, and I fall back, but you know, that's just how I'm you know, taking in the conversation tonight. But I'm gonna fall back. I feel like I've been talking too long. You know?
Nah, you always welcome, bro. And I value your perspective, because you work directly with the youth too. So it's always good to have a person that's that's on the inside, and dealing with troubled youth. And it's sad to hear that you lost 4 students. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Because see, what we have to understand is that the shit that's going on in this conscious community, we're losing the youth. Where's young Marcus? When the last time have we saw young Marcus around on a camera on 125th Street, either on Black News 102 or any of those other platforms? Where's young Marcus? I'm gonna tell you where young Marcus at. Young Marcus in Brownsville with the killers. That's where young Marcus at. And you know why young Marcus is back there? Because young Marcus know that that's who really love him. He don't trust these conscious community niggas and these pro-black retards. Dealing with the conscious community almost got him into real beef. Shit that he's trying to escape from in his neighborhood that he deal with every day. But see, we don't want to talk about that. How young Marcus and his real peoples, how it was about to get nasty for Seti and them and Pharaoh on them. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want to talk about that. And these pro-black zealots. And how we're setting the environment for shit to happen that we really say we don't want to happen. But keep allowing these people to be contradictory and not living up to what they say they about. It's causing events. It's causing shit to happen. It's causing the youth to say, fuck consciousness. My consciousness is sipping lean and popping Zans. That's what I'm aware of. And me having to carry a gun every day because I might lose my life. That's what I'm aware of. Because you niggas aren't aware of that that's what I'm aware of, and y'all ain't trying to help me. That's why young Marcus haven't been on the camera. Because young Marcus said, man, fuck these niggas. I know that because I'm from Brooklyn. I know he said that. Man, let me get away from these niggas before I end up in jail. Because where he from, they really about that. They'll really come see them dudes. You see? That's why young Marcus left. See? Why is the youth running away from the conscious community? Why is the youth running away from conscious information? Because we ain't feeding it to them right. See? You know how when you feed your baby food, how you mix the baby foods, so or you mix certain things in it that make it taste good for them? We not doing that. We not doing that. We telling them to eat quinoa and they never ate it. We telling them to drink kale juice, he never drunk it. He gonna spit it out and never want to drink it again. That's what the youth doing with this conscious information. Go ahead, bro, my bad.
No doubt. And just to piggyback off of what you're saying, you know, The shorties I work with, they lions, fam. They don't give a damn if the model net have been deciphered or not. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, matter of fact, you know, whether it's called Egypt or Kemet, you know, you could imagine what they say to me when I first bring it up to them. You know what I'm saying? So um to anybody, you know what I'm saying, that might be a little skittish about working with them young lions out there, man, I'm trying to tell you, you know what I'm saying, they'll be willing to listen, but you got to have something of value. You know what I'm saying? And it got to be relevant. It got to be relevant to their immediate need. You know what I'm saying? And look, the key is this. They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That's the key. That's the key. You got to have some true empathy for their situation. And you know what I'm saying? Like man, for me to sit here and judge anybody on anything, I don't know their situation. So I go in, if I'm questioning anything, you know what I'm saying? Cause I question myself before I get to talking to him. Before I'm questioning, before if I got a question about it, I'm gonna research it so hard, because I know if I even make a mistake talking about Black history or ancient African history, if I make a mistake about anything I'm saying, I done lost all motherfucking relevancy in these kids' mind. You know what I'm saying? All you got is probably about 15 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I got a 1,000 one-liners. You know what I'm saying? That's me, G. I'm the one-liner king. You know what I'm saying? On the real, man. Like if I'm ready for a young lady to go ahead and get to class, and I'm gonna try to embarrass dude lightweight, right? I'm gonna be like, young man, she got a future. You not in it. All right, young lady, go ahead and go to class. You know what I'm saying? I got one-liners up the ass. You know what I'm saying? And this is because I already know they got a microwave attention span, fam. You know what I'm saying? And because we've never offered them anything of value, they have no reason to listen. We still arguing if Jesus is real. What difference do that make if he don't have a place to lay his head tonight? You see what I mean? Like you can preach Jesus, that's great. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you believe in, right? But the church better have some place for this young man to lay his head tonight, or you lost him, fam. That's just how it go. And that go for the church, the mosque, you know what I'm saying? Wherever you might, get down there, or whatever your belief system is. My belief system is, hey, I'ma figure out a way. I'm not gonna make no excuses. I'm gonna figure out a way to make it happen. Man, I don't make excuses. I make it happen. That's my motto. You know what I'm saying? And the kids I work with, they depend on me. You know what I'm saying? It's the summer, bro. My phone blowing up. You know what I mean? My shit stay dead. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Because if I'm not in contact with them, fam, man, you can best and believe, that shit you see on TV, that ain't fake news here in Chicago. 100 people got shot last weekend. That's real shit, bro. Yeah, that's real shit. And until we put down our egos, you know, be have a degree of humility. Everybody need to get in line, get in your place, work in your place, stay in your place, do all you can while you can. Why not? Why not? I mean, our situation needed. You know what I'm saying? I don't preach hate. This is what I preach. Look around. Look around. What do they call the ghetto? Where you live. You know what I'm saying? So if you wanted to stop being the ghetto, guess what you gotta do? Pick the paper up. You know what I'm saying? Guess what you gotta do? Cut the grass. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go and educate yourself so you can chase the bag. You know what I'm saying? The more education you get, the bigger your bag get. That's just what it is. There's no way to get around that. You know what I mean? Now, that's just me. I know I'm a fall back, boss. Go ahead, go ahead.
And see, to touch on what bro Rob said, Definitely education. That's one thing. We talk about our ancestors, but a lot of us don't forget that a lot of our ancestors, the one thing that they wanted for us to do was to get an education. You know what I'm saying? So if I can't afford to go to Morehouse or, Spelman, you know what I'm saying? And I only got enough paper, you know what I'm saying, to go to another college that's a white college. I'm just supposed to not go because they white. I'm just supposed to not get no education.
See, you know what's crazy about that, bro? And this is what I say. And this is why I say, you know, a lot of people are pro-black retards. It's because on one hand, we say that black people created everything, but then we blame the white man for the same shit we supposedly created. If we created the first colleges, why the hell wouldn't we go to college? If we created the school system, why wouldn't we partake in the school system? If we created it, fuck who's running it now. If we created the whole concept of education, why don't we seek to be educated? Why do we need to be told by the system to be educated? Prerequisite that all black people know that they must have is an education. You see what I'm saying? This is what I mean by we've become dumbed down. We become retarded with this pro-black information. How did we go from the pyramids to the projects? How did that happen? We had to be dumbed down in some sort of fashion. And it had to start before slavery. Because we was out the pyramids way before slavery. So how did that happen? What happened? Can anybody answer that? Any one of you pro-black retards, can y'all give me that answer? Do y'all have the information on that? On where did we lose? When the pyramids to being vagabonds? How did that happen? We talking about before slavery. So don't say it's because of slavery and the white man. We talking about before that.
Yeah, no doubt. Um, that's a very, very history tell the story, and so these debates. That's why they are counterproductive. What we need to really be doing is agreeing on a timeline and continuing the work of our ancestor. You know what I'm saying? The great master teacher, Dr. Chancellor Williams. You know what I'm saying? That man damn near went blind doing almost 20 years of research, speaking with the griots, starting in Central Africa and working his way around. So, you know, uh, 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 the all of these great minds. I'm not taking anything away from the scholarship. You know what I'm saying? I think the scholarship is important because in a contextual way, what it does is it gives you the benefit of knowing what your people were and how we got to this point. Obviously, it was a process, but we focus on Kemet so much that we don't learn about Axum, you know, that we don't learn about the Ashanti, that we don't learn about the Zulu, what I'm saying, the story of Benefaso, and what I'm saying, it's so much other history that we really need to take a look at the great kingdoms in West Africa, Ghana, Mali, and Songhai. But you exactly right. Once we understand how we got to this situation, and that's a conversation for a whole nother day, you know what I'm saying? But how we got into this situation, historically. History tell the story. And obviously I work in education, and I humbly do a lot of research independently. I won't say I'm a scholar. I would just say that I'm well versed in African history. But I do it independently. I don't hold no degrees in African history. I just study it so that I know my story. I had a history professor, earlier in college, and what she used to say all the time: if you don't know your story, you can't know your glory. You know what I'm saying? And so, I, give her all of the credit for lighting that fire, and it just ain't went out. You know what I'm saying? Once I learned about our history, man, that shit felt like magic. You know what I'm saying? So it is value in our story, but we can't use that value to enrich ourselves and not do anything to fix our immediate situation. Our immediate situation is the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? No matter how great our history is, you know what I'm saying? And no matter befell us to get to this point, we still need to address, what I'm saying, our immediate concerns: food, water, shelter, clothing. You know what I mean? So I'll fall back on that.
No doubt, no doubt. Peace, Mercy L. Salute, bro.
Can't hear you, bro. You might be muted, bro.
You there, brother Mercy?
Man, it's always good for the elder to be on. I'm sure he there. I don't know, maybe he just got a little technical difficulty. But
Yeah.
I try to paint pictures in them kids' heads. While I got them for them a couple of hours while they there at school, fam, I'm painting pictures. Look, bro, if you go to school for body work, and you go to school for engine work, and you go to school specifically for designing cars and business administration, and then you can go into logistics. Man, look, Joe, y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'll be painting the picture. You know what I mean? Like, man, if you're gonna go to college with a purpose and use your intellectual capacity and abilities, you know what I'm saying, to try to fix our immediate situation. And that is jobs. You know what I'm saying? These young boys, they don't go to school and they not working. So, you can imagine, that any little beef, you know what I'm saying, the threat of violence is so real that's why, what I'm saying, it's on the all-time scale. But, statistically speaking, you know, this is normal for Chicago. You know what I mean? They just reporting it now. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, bro. When I was a teenager, bro, I mean, the murders, we talking about shit, 800, 900 a year. And didn't nobody say fucking nothing. You know what I mean? My fault for cursing, but I mean, man, Joe, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? It was slightly dangerous. Well, I'm under talking it now, but it was dangerous growing up on the south side and west side of Chicago in the early 90s, bro. Dangerous. And ain't nobody say nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got it. I mean, if you decide you want to look it up, you can. But I'm sure they got that on Wikipedia, on Google or something. If you start looking at the numbers, man, bro, to be perfectly honest with you, a lot of people getting shot, but they getting shot, long distance. You know what I'm saying? These is guys that see each other a block away and shooting at each other. The people that get murked, though, that's personal. You know what I'm saying? And because they done locked up all of the heads. You know what I'm saying? They tore down the projects, which dumped a whole bunch of
Hear me now?
splinter gangs out into the city. You know, um,
Hear me now?
you could imagine the balance is all out of whack. And so because there's no leadership from the top, it's nobody to say, hey, put an end to this. You see what I mean? It's block against block. All right, I'll fall back to Elder. All right, how we doing, good brother Mercy? Yeah.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I
we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you, bro.
Okay, okay, my bad, my bad. Yeah, new headset. Uh, yeah, appreciate it. What's up with you, brother Rob? DS1 in the panel. How's everybody doing?
We good, bro. Good to hear from
Good.
All
you
good,
again,
man.
man.
Yeah, yeah, I
All
had to fall back, man. You get frustrated with this community. You know what I'm saying? I spent the last 2 years trying to bring unity, uh, not just coming out of myself, but coming out of my pocket. Uh, I fronted the majority of the works for the site, and I paid monthly for it too, in excess of almost $200 a month. And I paid almost, I want to say 12 grand for the site. But and nobody you and the leaders wouldn't come together. Uh, put my real estate on hold and everything else, and he pushed me into sort of financial difficulty, man, messing around with this community. Uh, but I appreciate uh, your point of view always. Uh, I haven't been on the outs as far as what you call it, what you're saying yet, but with this sonetta and polite thing, nobody, nobody. It's only it's the few that's speaking up. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard Israel's point, but Lex and your point is on exact as far as nobody's holding sonetta, who keeps bringing him back to the community when Polite has already told y'all he cashed out. He's not about Black Power. He's about Nuwabian. And then the community gets butthurt when he tells them that to their face. But they keep going back. They keep going back, and not only that, it's the person that the that in between person who keep bringing them back for the ratings, and they keep playing you. And it just like church, you get tired of seeing your people get abused, but they love it. For some reason, they love it, and it hurts. But I appreciate the fact that you pointing it out, because people got to point it out. They got to put his feet to the fire, man. Uh, and this whole black power, the white man's the sworn enemy or whatever, man. Those black power people are saying that rhetoric because they don't want to handle the real problem, which is us. We the ones killing each other right now. That white man that's wearing that suit and tie is not a problem. The white man that's wearing a police officer uniform is a problem. But we come in contact with more of us than we do them, and we're killing us. We want to blame all the killings in Chicago is police. No, man, the majority of them is us. Is us. We killing each other, and we don't want to deal with that. We rather sit back and play tough with this white man talk than to go out here and deal with the gangs and be on the front line, the real front line, the real foots to the ground. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to uh, T. Hardeman, who running for governor for Illinois, and he's true, man. If you ain't never took a gun out somebody's hand or actually stopped somebody from killing somebody, you ain't on the front line. You ain't on the front line, and ain't none of these cats done that. We see the signs and we continue to allow it to go on. They always hollering at youth, but they let Marcus fall to the wayside. Marcus is a dropout. A dropout. He's destined for slavery. That's slavery, not having an education. What type of life are you going to provide for the people that you love? And you're right, most of these cats don't have families. Or if they have families, I can't understand how they're telling their kids that you're right. It's gonna build resentment. I wouldn't have got involved like I did if it wasn't for my son. I'd be listening to y'all and everything. He'd be like, well, why don't you do something? And so I got off my butt because I was in the politics before. But I fell back because I had a family. And I wanted to deal with my kids and not miss that time. So these cats, man, they've shown us who they are. They've shown that it's you having a unity conference, but to unite your house that's broken, not to include nobody else or to make it some type of majority or different sets or whatever. You doing something for you again. And I don't know why this whole black thing, you all are, it's got y'all twisted because y'all focusing on color and not nationality. And if you was, you understand that Sonetta's a Dominican. Sonetta's a Dominican. Polite is a Nigerian. And we all understand how Nigerians get down. Not no disrespect to the ones that, which is very few. I hate to say it. But they families are scheming. They grow up like that scheming. And we constantly, can y'all hear me? Oh
Loud
man.
and clear, bro.
Okay. I should have said it, Paul. Yeah. And we constantly fall back into that trap. And it gets very disheartened. Just how the conscious community got disheartened with the church. How oh man, they keep going back and ain't nothing happening. Same thing over here. You was right. Sonetta wear Gators, drive a Benz too. And tell the community that he gonna do something, don't do it, and then tell the community it's they fault. They not praying enough. They not praying hard enough to Jesus. They not fasting enough for his van. And we fall right back. We've traded one religion for another religion, and we back in the same situation. When is this information going to empower us to do outside of our homes? Because it does empower inside when your kids know who they are, and they have a certain respect about themselves. When they know they don't. Well, and we don't come from slavery. Wasn't our start. you know so when they do know those things, when you able to empower them with that, but just like you were saying with the kids in Chicago, yeah, you could bring them the knowledge and they could learn knowledge itself, but then you got to have something else. You got to be able to create them jobs. You got to be able to create a way for them to live and stuff. And most of these cats are barely living. They're a bunch of weed heads getting high every day, thinking that they in deep thought, living with their girl on public assistance, getting food stamps, talking about the white man. And that's the majority of them. Bet money. I'm willing to bet money on that. Because you couldn't have a family or a girl and be sitting up here talking about the white man is stopping you from getting something. You sound like a weak nigga. So, with that said, man, I appreciate you going out on the limb. I know it. I saw you had trolls in the chat. I said, "Oh man, you got trolls now." But it's unpopular, to go against him, because you're right. Everybody want to sit on that couch, and I was very disappointed in Six Dynasty the other night. You know, uh, I heard a lot of venting, but and it was a lot of venting towards Polite, but none really towards Sonetta, to where they say, well, we're gonna stop watching Sonetta until he stops bringing on Polite, because Polite keep screwing the community. How dare he do an experiment on black women? Which man, but it's I it's your guy. It's both of them. Tell you the truth, they've learned how to make money together, and they're going to continue to make money off the community as long as the community continues to support them. And that's what we're doing. We continuing to support them. And like I say, it's really disheartening. Just like we disheartened with the church, and we sitting up here talking about, oh man, I can't believe my mom and them, they still in the church. Well, nigga, you still on Black News 102, and they ain't done nothing in 4, 5, 6 years. Ain't done nothing. Ain't done nothing. We had plenty of opportunity. I'm a licensed real estate agent. I found a college out in Detroit, man, for 80 grand. For 80 grand, we could have picked up and had an institution. Nobody wants to do anything except for get their pockets fat, man. And that's just how it is. Those cats, man. Yes, there's some good cats in New York. Uh, I listened to the cat Q Butter or whatever. From what I'm saying, seemed like he's a good cat that realized that them cats really ain't, because he's out doing the work. I don't know too many other them cats that's out in New York, man. That's really about doing the work, man, doing the business, man. And until uh these you all have to realize y'all all focused on Sonetta, but you look the so-called little platforms that's going around, y'all got more because y'all in contact with the people more than them. They come on every such and such. Y'all was broadcasting almost every other day. But y'all have to be able to wield that power, man, and y'all have to take it from the people, man. That's y'all talking about standing up, and well, y'all ain't talking about they don't want to vote. They don't want to change nothing. They just want to complain about the white man system and how we trained them, but we can't get it back. You was right. How we created the first institutions, but we don't focus on school. Man, I don't dude, if you don't have a basic education, you need no less than a bachelor's degree in this climate. Your children should have nothing less than a bachelor's degree when they get out here, or they gonna be stuck. We teaching our generation not to survive, not only not to survive, but not even to thrive. And we sitting up here following this rhetoric on how the white man this, the white man that, the white man this, when it's us. It's us killing us in Chicago, man. Yeah, we got some bad cops, but we can't even get into line to where we can replace the cops. We don't even want to do that. We don't even want to. We don't want to do nothing but complain. It's the white man, and that's all Black 10 News and everyone that's affiliated with them is talking about. And that's no responsibility on us. And that's where we messing up. We messing up. When you walk to the store for your bread and milk, you ain't worried about the white man. You might be worried about the police, but you really worried about those nigrettes that's sitting in front of the store. So, you know, we just have to we got to start holding ourselves accountable. And we definitely got the whole uh uh Sonnet accountable, man. I'm not a big fan of his. No, I'm not. Definitely not a big fan of Polite. For the simple fact, and I never spoke on Polite until he said he ripped the community off for 40 grand. How do you say that? He got a video telling y'all he cashed out. I didn't sell out. I cashed out. Read between the lines. He been told y'all he left. It's y'all that want him to keep coming back because, like you said, y'all want to be him. But he ripped off people to get where he is. Is that because that's what you're gonna have to do if you're gonna follow his blueprint. And then you're gonna have to forget where you came from if you're gonna follow his blueprint. So I'm gonna fall back. I just wanted to say, man, I hadn't been on for a while, man, but I appreciate you holding his feet to the fire, man, and continue doing what you're doing, man. I know it ain't popular. I know it ain't making you no friends, but you know, it need to be said. It just need to be said, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact, OG. Good looking out, man. Jalen, welcome to the panel, man. What's going on?
No much.
What's up, man? How you feel about, you know, these contradictions that's going on in the conscious community, man? Polite is back. How you feel about that?
Man, forget brother polite. Man, I don't care. I don't care about brother polite. Forget him.
What about Sarnetta?
Psh, I don't know whose side nerd it is. I don't know whose side nerd he is.
How you know brother polite but don't know Sarnetta?
Wait, I think I do. Might forget side nerd too.
Man, you sure you don't know Sarnetta, man? What's going on, man? You know him or you don't? Cause you can't know somebody who come from his platform but don't know him.
Yeah, I know side nerd. I know him now.
All right, so do you want to speak on it? Do you got anything to say about it?
I think bro. I think him and him scamming people's money. I just noticed that now.
Oh, you just found out about him scamming the community.
Yeah.
So I mean, how you feel about that? Because people still rocking with him. You know, people still want an explanation after he told people why he did what he did. What you think about that?
Him and Sonny just frauds now. I don't like frauds or scammers. But you better tell the truth or I'll speak about it, or else I'm just gonna stop watching your channel. That's what I'm about to do.
Oh, okay, no doubt. So you got anything else you want to touch on, bro?
Nah man, you can continue to speak.
No doubt. But yeah, man. You know, I'm glad y'all came through. You know, y'all shared y'all insight on stuff like that. And I just want to say, man, if we really, if we really want to get things together, we're gonna have to just start being realistic and practical. You know, stop dealing with the fantasy bullshit. Let's start dealing with our people for real and meeting people where they at. You know, we gotta meet people on a level, you know, and sometimes we gotta help people along the way too. And some people we just gotta leave them where they at, you know. And I feel like all of this Sonetta TV and polite and all this type of shit. I think if you really about something, you'll just leave that shit where it's at, man. You know, leave it where it's at. You know, expect it to be here, respect it for what it is, and just do what you do. You know, because I don't believe in tearing other people down. You know, I don't believe that. You know, people should tear Sonetta down and he don't need to exist no more. I don't believe in none of that. You know, because I believe a person's actions will dictate whatever's gonna happen to them anyway. So I don't really pray that shit stop for him. Because if it's gonna stop, if it's meant for it to stop, it's gonna stop. You know, that's just how I look at things. But I think that the viewers should definitely wake up because a lot of us, you know, just from me listening to how the people was questioning polite, it sounded like people was really concerned with his perspective on black people. And I feel like once a man has ran off with as much money as he did from black people, we should already know his perspective. We shouldn't even give a fuck at this point, you know? But I see a lot of y'all still do. And it's cool. Y'all can stay asleep because y'all sheep. It's all right. Maybe one day y'all wake up. And if not, it is what it is too,
Yeah.
you know? So anybody want to say anything before I close out?
Yeah, I just say the sad thing is, man, if you would just listen close, he's telling you. And that's why, I mean, I ain't too much tripping on polite because polite is telling. He's saying He's saying who he is and what he about. My my thing is the people they not hearing. Y'all ain't hearing. Y'all hearing and seeing two different things. He telling you he cashed out. He telling you he don't give a fuck about black people. He telling you he don't want to live around y'all. And hey, that's his prerogative. He ain't black. He's Nigerian. Do you know any Nigerians that want to live around black people? No, they live in their own community. He's telling people this, and you all just got to listen. You all got to listen when people show you who they are. Believe them. And I mean, I understand that how you feel about people shouldn't that he'll get that I'm not wishing that Sonetta get nothing or whatever, but I think that people have to take a stand. I just don't think that enough people want to take a stand. They don't. They feel like they're gonna miss something. They need that drama in their life. They gave up all the reality TV shows and all they got is Sonetta now, and they need that. They need that ratchet. So they're not finna get that up. Yeah. I'll fall back. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just chuckling at what you said, man. I thought that I thought
Yeah.
that was a little funny.
Yeah. They need that. I mean, they giving up all the other stuff, and Sonetta's all they got. Sonetta they've been feeding. Sonetta been spoon feeding people for a few years. I just realized I would get mad when Polite would come across my timeline, but then I realized I was after he said that the other night, well, just unsubscribe. I thought about it. I said, well, damn it, let me go back and see. Because I thought people that I knew was posting them. And people that I know that's posting them, I'm letting them know, hey man, this guy ain't who he say he is.
Right.
Because these are my people. I care about my people, So I'm gonna let them know. But I kept wondering, and I said, this he keep coming across my timeline, but it turns out that I'm subscribed to I Am Brother Polite. So I got to unsubscribe because every time when he come across my thing with these little posts about this old bull whatever, and I'm in my car, and the niggas in New York talk like that. I'm in my car and I got my Gucci belt on and this, that, and the other. I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that. And or he does the little Becky pictures or whatever and stuff like that. I'm not. Even though I repost say, hey, look, this is your leaders, but it brings an effect. It helps him with his social experiment so that he can his shock and value campaign. That's what he running, a shock and value. Even King Simon, man, that was a letdown. He got on there and okayed what Polite did to the so-called black gods, the women. King Simon got on there and was like, yeah, you keep doing it. That campaign. Oh, yeah, I understand marketing and everything, but it's either a business or it's a movement. And they've chosen business. Y'all just don't hear it. It's about business to them. It's about economics. It ain't about no movement. Y'all stuck on that. And y'all the only one, the people only, y'all the only ones believing in this black power stuff, and they ain't believing in it. I keep going on, man. It's just sad, man. It's sad that we got stuck back in the church. So go ahead, brother. I'm sorry about that, man.
No doubt, bro. Anybody else want to close out? Say anything before I close out?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, man, thanks for having me on. Peace to the chat, and man, I'm looking forward to us building in the future. Man, the brother JB had a question about how why people ain't fixed things in the community here in Chicago. Chicago is a really unique political city, and it's set up that way. Redlining was created here. You know what I'm saying? So it's a really complicated subject. So it ain't something that we could just explain away with one or two lines. So I just say that we have to, just table it for now and come back and maybe build on it. Because I mean, our situation is not unique. I mean, they do it in all major cities. But peace to everybody, and I look forward to the next time.
Yeah, let me say something about that Chicago comment. Uh, like you say, it's not unique, but at the same time, we got some things that work. I just want to give a plug. We got a guy named T. Hardiman running for governor. So if you got anybody that's in Chicago or in Illinois, let them know about this guy to do the research on him, whatever. If you want to know about him, you can go to YouTube and type in Interrupters. He had a program that was working in Chicago where he employed the gang leaders to sort of diffuse the problems that's going on, because those are the ones that you got to reach out to. Police ain't gonna be able to do it, but they would go and they would handle the problems before it got set off, and it was working. And because it was working, they squashed it. They took the funding away, ran his name through the mud, because y'all got to understand that it's a lot of overtime in murder. Police make a lot of money in murder. Everybody makes a lot of money in Black Death. But research this guy named T. Hardiman of the Interrupters. He's running for governor. This is how we win. Not marching and hollering Black Power. We get our people in there that can make a difference, that care about us. And like I said, if you know anybody in Illinois, holler at them and let them know about this guy, so that we can get somebody in there that care. Look up the Interrupters if you ain't familiar, and get familiar with this program. It was working.
No
It was
doubt.
working. They had Jeff Ford daughter in it.
Yeah, I know a Feeney.
Yeah, it was working. Did you ever
Yeah,
see the Interrupter program?
man.
The, the, the little documentary they did?
Like I said, I know a Feeney, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? I know a Feeney. I know her cousin. I went to high school with her cousin. You know
And,
what
and,
I'm saying? She grew up in the area, fam.
and what y'all don't, and what is unique, Chicago is sort of unique in that way. It's the people that's been in it that gotta, what you call it, that's gonna have to come out and settle it, unless they can get these fathers out of jail, which he's planning on doing that as governor, getting some of these fathers out of jail. But I've had people to where they call me and be like, yo man, I such and such want to kill me, and you have to deal with that stuff. And
Right
those
then
are,
and
and you have to start making phone calls and start talking to people and letting people, hey man, pulling in favors and everything else. But you have a relationship with that area.
hmm
Everybody can't do it in every area, so you have to go and get those people that got clout in that area to be able to do that. And he understood that, and he had
hmm
that program working, man. And they took the funding from it
right.
because it was working.
Hey, all you have to do is look into the murder numbers, right? You're gonna see a huge dip in the murder numbers, right? That's when the interrupters he started the interrupters. And then just for context, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people look in the stories and be like, hey, that brother is still with his wife and they still
Mhm.
married and all of that. So like, you know what I'm saying? If y'all go out there and see that negative news where they tried to tear our brother down,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He's still with his wife. They're a beautiful couple, and that's a genuine man. I got two programs going. I got one in Peoria, and then I got another one in East St. Louis. So man, we trying to get that brother elected harder than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
On
If
the
he
real, bro.
if he gets elected, man, Chicago can change. I
Mhm.
honestly believe that, man. I believe that Chicago can change if we can get him elected, man, because you need that type of leadership. He understand that you got to talk to the people that's on the street.
Yeah.
You got
No,
to deal with them in Chicago. Ain't
yeah.
no going around it. Cats ain't scared of no police, man. Cats ain't scared of no National Guard.
Man, look, bro. Like I told people, look, I did a video on my channel a little while back, and this is when them I mean, these people was talking about bringing the National Guard up in here. I'm telling my students, I'm like, What you think they gonna be doing? High-fiving you on the way to the green line to come to school? Get your dumb ass out of here. We don't need the National Guard. What we need is to start looking at life through our own eyes. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You look at your brother the way a white man look at his brother, at your brother. You know what I'm saying? You want to kill him over nothing. You know what I'm saying? Over nothing. You know what I'm saying? So again, you got to start from our people are suffering for trauma, man. This is a very complex. Conversation. But to try to give people some reference to the story of Chicago, you got to look at the death of Harold Washington. You know what I'm saying? Once Harold Washington, once he passed away, it was a huge vacuum of leadership, and the leadership that we got in place, it should have been this guy named Tim Evans. But Tim Evans, for whatever reason, the black leadership didn't like him or whatever, and that man got played. I ain't never been able. I've been trying to get Professor Starks to sit down and tell me the story of Tim Evans and why he did get elected. But I'm gonna catch that man. He ain't up there at Northeastern no more. But anyway, for the fam, if you want to understand Chicago, you got to look at the death of Harold Washington and what that did to Chicago.
Yeah,
You know,
and you got to look at the dailies.
no
The
doubt.
dailies is the one that created this war on gangs that went in when the vice lords had programs. The conservative vice lords was a political group. They was
Conservative
incorporated.
vice lords, exactly.
Thank you. It was
Right,
a
because
conservative
Daley was a
party.
Democrat, so that's why they was
Right.
conservative.
And so when you say conservative and you got Democrats, see, they it's a play on you. And they went in there and they tore down because those street organizations realized that the only way that they could make headway was to vote, was to get out and vote. Hoover realized that, and Jeff Ford realized that in they later days.
Man, Chief Mali made sure that all the brethren made sure that they was registered to vote. That was part of your. I'm saying too much, but like, man, that was part of it. You had to be registered to vote. You know what I'm saying? You had to be. You know
They
what I'm saying?
understood that. So they understood that, and they played the game. And that's why, man, this old black power, anti this, that, and the third, man. I don't know what's up with them, man. I don't know why they programming us to lose. Because if you ain't gonna play politics, you can forget about it. Marching ain't gonna get you nothing but whooped. Ain't gonna get you nothing but whoop. You got to vote. Because that's what they understand. Voting is currency. We need economics, but if we get the right people in there, we can get some of that money funded to us. And that's what we got to start, man. And that's what T. Hardiman is talking about, getting the dollars back to us. We can't all this, we need to do for ourselves. Nigga, you buying gators. When you gonna put some money in the community? Ain't none of them niggas from 102, and that's why I got involved with that area, that conscious community in New York, is because they were on YouTube and they had the people, and I went to them. I went to Peel and said, man, I need y'all to do this because y'all got the spotlight, but I'm doing this to save my city, Chicago, because if they can get knowledge of self, and then we can start working in the politics and start getting some of this funding and get some jobs so that we can, after they get knowledge of self, they can start getting some income coming in. Dude, none of them Negroes, man. None of them Negroes ain't none of them Negroes been to Chicago. But they always got it on their tongue. But I digress.
Most definitely, most definitely. Uncle Shug, what's up, bro?
Peace and happiness, man. What's up, everybody on the panel?
Peace, good brother.
Y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we can hear you, bro.
Oh, man, that's chilling, man. Hey, man, I'm at work, man. I'm in and out, but I done heard a lot of the stream, man. It's a good motherfucking build, brothers. Y'all getting it in, man. Peace to you guys, man. But DS1, if you ain't mind, I just wanted to plug this new channel because you know they flagged my other one.
Go
So,
ahead, bro. Of course.
appreciate it, man. Shit, if y'all don't mind, man, subscribe to this channel, man. I will be going live on Uncle Suge, UNCLE, SUG, man. As y'all can see, I'm at the Jizz. I'm getting it in, man. So it is what it is. I'm gonna be in and out. I'm gonna definitely catch this back, man, because y'all touching on some real good points, man. Good build, brothers. Good build.
Man, most definitely, man. Most definitely. Most definitely. JT, what's up, bro?
I'm good. How's the brothers doing?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. You catch any of the show?
Nah, I just got home from work, man. Today's happened. I just got home, man. That's why I couldn't join.
Oh, no doubt, man. No doubt. So, what you think of the topic? Just, let's hear your perspective just off the topic alone, bro.
I think it's a great topic. Really think so. Well,
Do you think that a lot of us pro-blacks have took the information and become a little bit out of control with it and lost our way? Because I just see that I just see a lot of chaos going on in this conscious community. And now that polite is back, people really going crazy. So what you think about that, bro? Like, what you think about Sinetta allowing polite to come back in the community after he done robbed everybody, including him?
man, I think it's a travesty that lately I've been checking out off and on, and I remember that when you had that bill with Israel doctrine, I said about a month and a half or two ago, and you were talking about the consciousness of Brooklyn and what's the difference with the consciousness of Brooklyn and the consciousness with uptown Harlem is at. And the difference was, when all due respect, when the consciousness was slowly moving to Harlem, it was all about money. Brooklyn was totally different. It was all about the information. It's all about the building. It's all about setting up programs to impact our people in the 5 boroughs. It's all about we helping each other, no matter what aspect it is. And I think that it wasn't when this started occurring, and we have to understand this been going on for a long time now. And the ones who willing to bring the information, they just shy away. When I'm talking about they just shy away, I'm talking about the ones who know. And that's when Shanetta started to creep in, and all this devilish states is happening. And right now, it's real sad about it. To me, it's sad because we losing the consciousness of our people. We're in a crisis in every level right now. And where's the remedy for it? Now, I know there's a few of us who's willing to do that. I believe it is, but it's got to be more masters of our people. But when you let money get into it, And then when you let certain people, especially Europeans, that infiltrate our culture for centuries, we never have our own. So to me, some of them ain't no different from the slave master. Instead of conscious work, it's devilish works. When they say, "Oh yeah, the white woman is this," you crazy or something? And a lot of us, our minds ain't sharpened either. So back at you, brother.
So, would you consider Sarnetta a black cracker?
Yeah. Oh, he's a black cracker. He's a Hall of Fame black cracker.
No doubt.
He's a black. He really see you have to see as you already know, my brother. I don't say that much, but when I say something, I want people to understand. I be checking things out for a minute. I be looking. I don't say nothing, but I be checking things out. And I find like some people of YouTube now that we already know that we know they be talking about certain things, but they ain't being about it. And the thing about that, we have to understand too that when you have a brother that is scamming, and you know that he's scamming, and then what happened when he scammed this other person? He get mad. Oh, he scammed me. And then you got other characters. They ain't no good either. But you pushing this false narrative, talking about it's all about information building the people. But what are you doing about it? But I understand though, like you said, it's an industry, and like I said, it's a soap opera. They sign them contracts. You know what I'm saying? They getting greased up, and they keep it pushing, while other nationalities is talking about our consciousness. We're not in charge of our own consciousness. And that's the sad thing about it. We're not willing to hold each other accountable. Like the brothers, me, you, and boss. We hold each other accountable. No matter what. And the ones who are in the midst of us, same thing. We don't want to do that. So I want to know the other ones. Y'all know what they doing. Are y'all getting greased up? Are y'all getting them stacks? Because I know that them stacks ain't. I know stacks is not. It's not trickling down for our community to build. And like I say before, we in a definite crisis. I'm just saying that it's time to wake up, people. It's time to wake up. You gotta see for what it is. You just cannot. I remember I learned this from my late father. Is this when you know the truth, you stand up to the truth. Never turn your head away from the truth, because when you turn your head back around, that still is the truth. When it's false, it doesn't matter. It's still gonna go on, but the truth is solid. And a lot of us, when we know the truth, it stands right there in our face, but we still want to deal with that. But we want to walk. We're trying to break the truth and stuff. and we don't want to follow how we deal with it. So that's how I feel about it.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. So shout out to y'all, family. You know, good looking out. Thanks for everybody that came on the panel tonight. It's my first show back. You know, it's a great turnout. Thanks for everybody that came through. You know, and just in closing, man, you know, black people on the individual level, you know, individually, let's just start analyzing things, you know, much more in depth. Let's stop looking at things on a surface level, because individually, black people are fucked up. That's why collectively we're fucked up also. Because if my situation ain't straight individually, I can't be part of a collective. So the individual has to start to look at things different. So let's just start trying to do that, family. And if you don't want to, that's cool too, you know, because I advise all the sheep to stay asleep, because we need to know, you know, what category you fall under when coming in contact with you. So, like I said, shout out to everybody, parents who have middle school or high school children. Tune into the cultural learning experience video that's on my channel. Tune into that. It's a contest. Hit me up with an email, dsalliance1@gmail.com, to enter your child. It's for middle school and high school students. You know, thanks again for tuning in, y'all. This is DS1 Ross. And I'll be back tomorrow, family, for sure. I'll be back to holler at y'all tomorrow again. So, sheep stay sleep, wise ones awoke. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the Guillotine boys, of course. And we the ones, man. Y'all already know. So I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good day at work, and y'all stay safe. Peace out.